base. And he was just about to take down the Lynx. Oh, and the Lynx have completed, but the SCV is coming across here to try and put down his own bunker, and he's gonna have to pull back though because that barracks did not complete, because the SCV unfortunately coming across over to the left and getting sniped by those drones. If he had gone for a little bit longer, it would have been a lot better for him, but he's got quite a few Lynx out on the map now, and he's going to have to pull back. He does have his 2 racks though, but he does not yet have an expansion. And he's just now taking his gas. And both players looking to grab a bit of an advantage here, but do not yet have the lair from trutaCz, so he went for a little bit of a Ling heavy build, probably because of that early pressure and the 2 racks of course. And Radley's coming across the map here just to block that off. Oh, and the Lynx look like they're going to be able to try and snipe a drone, but a marine, but not quite going to be able to pull it off. And that was weird. So we do have the lair coming out from the trutaCz, and he has got an academy with the stim, but there's a drone still in the corner here. Where is your mana hatchery? Come on, throw down the proxy hatchery, yo. Got a drone here. Radley doesn't realise. I would totally proxy hatchery in this situation. It is the way to go. And the lair is 60% complete. Still with his 2 racks though, so he is going to have a bunch of M&M. And he has got something of a timing window which he might be able to exploit. But he doesn't yet have his expansion up, so he's somewhat committed to this 2 racks play. And he is going to be pushing across the map here, but the Lings are coming across here to do some running by, but if the barracks can just land in time, is it going to make it? No, the Lings are able to get through into the base, and these SCVs are going to have to try and defend that. So we'll see how Radley's multitaskers, he is pulling his SCVs there to deal with this. And his Marines are just about coming across. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 sunken colonies, and an evolution chamber going down as well. And he's got a bunch of drones pulled, so he's going to stim and run in. No, he's got a bunch of signals, and there's 1 sunken colony complete, 2 sunken colonies complete, and another one on his way. He's going to have to focus down the colonies. He's going down for 1 is going to go down, and the second one, but there's another one complete, and the third one is not far off. And the drones are coming in, getting annoying, and he's going to have to pull back just a little bit here. He's not able to deal with that, and he's got some zerglings here being annoying in the base. Those 2 sunken colonies just managing to defend for long enough, but he does not yet have a spire out, so and an SCV going out to that link, possibly another one as well. This drone is still hidden there. I just want to see proxy hatchery. And now we have 1, 2, 3 barracks and an engineering bay off 1 base, which is interesting to say the least. And we do have the spire at last coming down from trutaCz, and a factory as well, so he's going to stay committed to this 1 base play for a little bit longer at least. And he's rebuilding his sunken colonies just in time for this here, so there's don't think he's going to be able to deal with that, and an evolution chamber in the front as well. That is frustrating to deal with as a Tron player, I'm sure. Last one is on his way, and yeah. And the drone is coming down though, the drone coming down for the scout. Having a look. What's up, what's up? And spire is not yet complete. Radley, of course, checking for the 3rd base and doing some scanning as well. Hello, Arca. Arca, as I'm sure you all know from watching the D-Ranks individual tournament season 5, Arca has made it through his group, and I believe he went 2-0. Such a baller. Managing to rage this evolution champion because it was needed to be back just a little bit, but just go down. These moves are just going to be fine. And we do have the 3 racks. The factory was only for the starport. And the new list have completed though. And with 5 sunken colonies there, it's going to be really, really hard to break that with just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marines. Don't think that's going to happen. And we have a science facility and starport with an add-on on the way, so he's got his 1 base player is pretty secure. Now, I actually do not know much about round 1 base player as to whether or not it's going to work or not. But these mules here are going to do a bit of harassment. And we have the 3rd base over here. Interesting placement of the 3rd base here from trutaCz. But Mules here doing a nice little bit of harassment. That'll take it out. At least that'll take down that supply depot and this turret. And we have the science vessel on the way. Oh, why am I so tired? Mulus OP, am I right? Oh, that's gotta hurt. And trutaCz with some very nice Mulus micro, picking off these marines as much as possible. And does have some very, very nice micro, and his 3rd base is just about complete. He does have Lurker upgrade on its way and a bunch of Hydros as well as his +1 armor. That's starport is just about completed the 2nd sites. Planting is on its way and a bunch of mules getting damaged there. But we do have the Clan Center, of course, on its way. And once that is complete, he will be able to take his expansion. However, the 3rd base from... Oh, there's a lurker on the way, yes. Bunch of lurkers coming, yo. Lurkers in the place. Imagine if science vessels started with a radio. That would be frightening. Yeah, seriously, that is quite an interesting expo placement. A lot of lurkers out here, and quite a bit of M&M are going to be able to snipe that overlord at the very least, and perhaps start to push across the map here. But with these lurkers on the field, and he's only got this command center here, which is going to have to lift off in place, but he's not going to be able to... Oh, did he lose a science vessel? I believe he did. And already it's just about complete. But anyway, as I was saying, he's going to have to be very careful with the science vessels, because with these lurkers on the field, and he only has got 160 energy, and this command, this here's comsat is not complete. I'm so sorry, I don't know why I'm so tired. Might be playing football this season. For you Americans, that's soccer. Haven't played for a couple of years, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes. And I went down to the park today to play with soccer with my brother, and I am ridiculously unfit. But I've still got my skills though. Oh, a lot of mules going down here, and he was able to take down 1, 2, 3, bunch of lurkers going down. Very poor engagement here for trutaCz, as he lost a lot of mules there with only, what, 3 left. That is going to be painful. And Radley perhaps coming back into this game. Once he sees this base up here, he's going to be in such a strong position. to be able to take it down. Having said that, there's of course that ramp there, but just irradiating everything. But it looks like trutaCz is coming here to reinforce it. Now I'm not sure yet if he actually realizes the base is there, but he is going to be able to see this. And the Lurker's coming in, and the Lurker's going to barrel right on top of everything. And Radley is going to just try and maneuver his way through it. One of the science systems is going down, but he's got a very nice little defensive matrix there on that flank, so he's going to survive that fairly handily. And if he does know about the space, he'd be looking to push up there now. But I would guess he doesn't. He does have a tank though, so he should be able to siege it up and do a bit of damage there. Interesting. Now Radley has got a very nice mech switch, which is quite painful to deal with. Although his second base was quite late. So his mech switch will be a little bit slow because of that. And the fourth base is on its way for trutaCz, but he's got a bunch of lings out here, which will be looking to do a bit of damage here. He does have some fairly full bunkers though, so he's going to be looking, if he actually knows about the space, because he did have a marine there, but that might be this marine here. Anyway, if he does know about the space here, then he's actually in not a bad position to go and do a bit of damage, because there's no lurkers there yet. A few Zerglings there and this little lurker army, so maybe if he pulls that back. But it looks like he's going to try and do a flanking attack here. trutaCz coming in with a flanking attack. Radley with his dim marines though. And he's going to spot a lot of scourge going down, getting wasted, but the lurkers are coming in and burrowing. And is there any scan? No scan, there's the scan, and he is coming in with his marines. Very nice little step there, but he does lose a bunch of that over there. And he's coming from the left side here as well though, but Radley is actually dealing with that. Not as bad way considering he has no science forces. And he could actually push up here and do a bit of damage here, holding the high ground. Oh, but he's just going to run him away, losing a couple there to the lurker. And yes. Now, of course, the big question is: does Radley know about that hidden base? Oh, and he has this. I don't even notice this. I'm so sorry, everybody. But he does have two science vessels with the irradiate, taking down the drones of trutaCz, which is just ridiculously annoying to deal with if you don't have a couple scourge on the field. And he is producing some scourge, but those are just going to run away. And there's guardians on the field, one guardian at least. So all of a sudden with that there, he's just suddenly destroyed trutaCz's economy. And he's able to get his radiator, but the lurkers are coming in though. There's one mine there, but the one lurker does go down, but the other one's going to be fine. He's going to be able to radiate. There is a guardian there, and trutaCz has found this third base, which was not mining at all anyway, but he's going to be able to deny that fairly substantially. And this is actually the strongest mining base that trutaCz has left now. This hidden base here. That might make all the difference. He's got his irradiate on that guardian though, so he's going to be fine. He definitely is destroying that. Radley's playing very strongly now. Oh, and he's got some firebacks on the field. Yeah, for firebacks, which he's got +2 attack and +1 armor. And and Radley definitely knows about this base now, but there's actually nothing here to defend except for this one high post. I knew. Whatever, Radley. Whatever, Radley. Why didn't you deal with it earlier then? And Radley's going to be coming in here with his nice big M&M force, as well as a couple of tanks and stuff, and he's going to deny that very strongly. And trutaCz is looking in a very poor position now. He's actually on 2 bases with a very low amount of mining once this base does go down. There are a couple of lurkers burrowing on the field there. but we do have enough energy for a radiate. And you can definitely see the lurk as well. No disruption web. And I would say that this is just going to go down. But there's some defilers and links coming across the map here, but I think they're going to be too late. That hatchery has gone down, and there's only just a couple of lurkers and eggs left on the field here. And they're going to pull back, they're going to have to try and do a bit of damage later on, but no, that's just going to work. There are two science vessels there, so it should be just fine. It does have a lot of fire bats, which are going to deal perfectly with this ling and Defiler force, although Defilers are lagging behind. That's slow motion, peoples. And he's got a command center, so he's going to be able to float that off and retake that base for himself. He's slightly mined out, but not that much, so he'll be fine. And a bunch of links come across. Oh, and the Scourge are going to be able to catch all the science crystals out of the guard, and he does take them all down, and suddenly all these firebats are looking lonesome, but there's nothing to deal with. There's nothing to attack them except for that one lurker, which is not going to be enough. And we have two more Guardians on the field with a couple more morphing. Which is actually, that's not a terrible idea considering the amount of firebats on the field, and because he managed to take down those science vessels. But having said that, there's still a fair amount of radiate, and he's coming across the map with more Scourge. That is a lot of firebats really, but the Scourge are going to get seen by the Marines, and two of them going down. He has to be very careful with the science vessels here though, because he needs them for the Guardians. At least I would say that's the main thing that he needs them for. Looks like he has got two more that are coming across the map. Oh, one of the science vessels. Oh, there's only one science vessel left. And he has got enough to radiate those to be able to take down at least one Guardian. And he's going to get underneath that one and take that one down, so he should be able to deal with it. There's two more Guardians coming. And a lot of firebats are going to be going down to these Guardians here. Going to need it. Is that science vessel coming? Yes it is. And it does do the right to radiate. But that Guardian's going to split off. And those Guardians are surprisingly exactly the thing he needed, because he killed off those science vessels and he saw the large amount of firebats. That is exactly what he needed to be able to deal with this force. Where the medics at? Oh, and a big Ling force coming across the map here, but Radley has secured his third base, and the third base for trutaCz is not even complete yet. Oh, and that's going to go down. Once this Marine goes down there, there's no more anti-air, so he's going to pull all that force back. And there are some Guardians in this place here, I didn't even notice. And they've got 4 kills between them, 5 kills. So not incredibly effective, but he's got a bunch of Marines to try to deal with that. And one Guardian is left. Now there are some Lings on the field with these Defilers coming across the map, but he should be just fine against that. And actually these vultures could be perfectly timed to see these drones pulling. Although he does leave them there, but the Lings are going to come through. Oh, one mine going down, and it looks like these firebats are just exactly enough to be able to deal with those Lings there, and he's going to go for the... he just took down the Lings, very nice. Firebats are OP. So you put down Swarm, and it's like the firebats is like ha 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 ha. And Radley has taken another base. Somewhat surprised if he doesn't know about this, although he may not. And yeah, Lings are coming across to defend that, and there's a bunch of Scourge again. And trutaCz at least has been staying in this game simply because of his Scourge, I would say. It's the single strongest reason, but there are now quite a few. Oh, if the Marines can catch them out of guard, they're going to be able to take down 2 of them, but there's 4 still left, and they're going to be coming for the science vessels, which are pulled back to this bunker. And here's a bunch of Lings trying to do a bit of damage, but there's quite a few mines and Marines here. Oh, the tank does go down to the mine drag. And there is actually this mine here, which Someone was saying in the chat before that that could be epic. Yeah, that mine could be epic right now as well if there was one Ling in there. All those SUVs just getting destroyed. But anyway, there is some vultures in here doing a bit of harassment. They'll be able to take down the drones, although they won't be able to kill the base, of course. But Radley's coming across the map now. Oh, there's an Ultralist on the field, and these Marines are just suiciding themselves because, hey, who needs Marines? And then we do have a fourth base coming up from trutaCz, but of course Radley's got his own fourth base. All the SUVs in the main are gone. They're gone. And radiate on the Ultralist. There's a mine there, the Shrapnel Mode going out. The Swarm going down, but there's a lot of Firebats still here though. These Firebats are just out here, and the Ultralist is going to go down to those Firebats. Although Ultralist pretty good against Firebats, not going to lie, especially with that 5 armor. Which of course Firebats do split damage, so 16 times 6 is actually 8, 3, 11 damage, and it's only 6 damage against Firebat. Yes, Radic Z KDV is in fact Radley. What are these Firebats doing? Kills the Lings, yeah. Oh, and he's doing the Eraser again. That is just so annoying. Radley did that to me before. And he did it with a Wraith. I think he did it to me. I can't remember. And he did. And he did it with a Wraith as well, which was quite interesting to see. And we do have the Plague on the science vessel, so yeah, Radley is Flash on his Smurf account. Pretty confident, yeah. So Flash is pretty bad now because of playing StarCraft 2 all the time. But he still wants to Smurf sometimes and play against some players, so he plays on foreign tournaments. That's why his English isn't so good. And looks like Radley's just gonna mack her up like a boss, taking the fifth base. Content to sit back, not bother doing any harassment beyond his annoying as Eraser with his science vessels, and instead he's just macroing. Insane macro, yeah. Now he doesn't have any Wraith on the field, unfortunately, to do his nice little irradiate on the Wraith. Oh, and Scourge taking down some science vessels there. How many science vessels has he actually got? He's got 1, 2, 3 there. And he's actually a little bit low on the science vessels, which, as I said, is what's keeping trutaCz in the game. And this base has had all this droning denied by... Oh, the mine going down, but it's not going to be enough. Radley, macro, vulture, macro, yeah. Stratos, you heard correctly. But yes, Radley is just sitting back and chilling. And there's just such a low army size up, and even droning, there's not that many drones really. Yeah, Radley is smashing trutaCz, yeah. Radley is max Olympic A+. Not Olympic and not A+, Olympic A+. Inside Olympic there's D and E and F and all that sort of business, but Radley is the very top of the Olympic players. Oh, and he's coming in with the irradiate. He's going to be able to do a lot more drone damage. No Scourge on the field to deal with this. And the drones are just going down. This is insane. 8 kills, 9 kills. But he's content to let them through. And GG from trutaCz. So Radley, like a boss, taking it down. I think his disruption web is the single. I mean, not the. His irradiate is the single reason that he was able to absolutely dominate that game. He was going to win it anyway, of course, because he's pretty strong, but he was able to do it decisively using his Irradiate. So the next game is on Melting Pot. Melting Pot, and we may as well get straight into this. So we'll see what Radley's got planned for game 2 on Melting Pot, although I believe it is loser pick, so we will see now. Overlays. It is trutaCz, Red Turan. This one's Radley. This one is trutaCz. And Melting Pot, and Radley is 1-0 up. And here's the Turan, the Red Turan, at the 6, 7, 8 o'clock position. And at the 10 o'clock, is that 10 o'clock? It's 9, 10, 11 o'clock position is trutaCz. Whoops. There we go. Radley taking game 1 in this best of 5. I can actually probably show the APM. I can't show it, but trutaCz has got 300 and something APM. And Radley has got 485. So Radley, obviously with the incredible Jelizerg level APM, is going to be able to dominate this game simply because of his APM, of course. Yeah, why man, why? The Olympic, Paralympic. Oh, trutaCz, so mana. And we're going to be seeing a 12 hatch from trutaCz. Need more 14cc. This is not Flash. No 14cc. Unacceptable. Where that drone harass? Oh, so BM. Not actually BM, that's just fun. But that's going to complete the time because he scouted la. No, he scouted quickly. My bad. And neither player is doing anything interesting yet. Why you're not to the BBS? The BBS so powerful. Oh, and the drone just by going down 1 hit point left. Ah, the drone goes down. So pro. I wish I had Radley's skills of his left pinky, because that's the one you use to hit control. Actually, no, you don't always use it to hit control, depends on how you play. And we do have the expanding coming out from, so it's going to be 1 rack to expand from Radley. And 3 hatch, presumably Muto, considering his gas timing. But it could be something else, could be trutaCz doing some weird Korean build. Because trutaCz plays against the Gosus on first server, of course. So, got a couple of links poking across the map. Just going to be doing some scouting and seeing when the timing is of this little push here. And oh, just about taking down one of the lings, but not quite. And of course, no speed. No speed, he's going for the lair first, which is standard, I believe. And this SUV's going to get in their base. Checking out the 3rd hatch, checking out the lair timing, presumably, although Radley He's just content to sit at the top of the ramp. It is what it is. And he's got a... Oh, he's pulling all of his SCVs. Not all of them. Most of his SCVs. And has got his Marines here. So he's going to be cheesing this thing out. A bunch of Lings trying to go on the Marines. They're getting surrounded on the Marines. Oh, 3 of the Marines going down. Marines going down. Another Marine going down. And the SCVs are fighting out though. SCVs pretty strong. Yeah, pretty strong. And he is going to go back to his base there because he doesn't have some Marines. Lucky. Oh, lucky trutaCz with his lucky Ling micro, eh? And he's going to be sending his SCVs back, although that delayed a lot of mining, and he did lose some Marinos. So his timing is going to be screwed up by that, and these Lings by themselves might be enough to deal with it. He is definitely going for some mass Lings here. And his lair is complete, so he could go for a Spire. He does have enough to afford it. Yes, he does take the Spire. But he's got a lot of Lings here, and I think the Lings by themselves might be enough to end this game. Radley, Radley, Radley. Why, Radley? Oh, and he's going to go onto the second bridge. The Marines are coming across, but that's too late. And the Lings are in. They're going for the surround on the Marines. They can just about pull it off. The SCV is getting pulled. And there's a bunch of Marines there. One Marine going down, 2. And then it looks like all the Marines going down, and he's got his Lings trying to take out these SCVs. More Lings coming in, and GG from Radley. So trutaCz does manage to take game number 2. Interesting. Okay. So game 3 is on Gemlong. Interesting play here from Radley, deciding to go for that strange cheese, but trutaCz did have enough micro to be able to defend that fairly convincingly. But we do have everybody's favourite macro map, Gemlong. So we'll go ahead straight into that game. It's 1-1 in this best of 5 in the BWMN Mapping Network Open Tournament, and we have the purple Tehran looking good. Radley looking good. So Radley is not that one. Haha. trutaCz so lucky. Okay, Red Zerg at the 2 o'clock position, and the 7 o'clock is, no sorry, I can't count, 5 o'clock position is Radley. And it's 1-1. Click, click. Yes, there we go. Okay. So yes, top right is trutaCz from Team LRM and Team KDV's Radic Z, aka Radley, who does not listen to music. Whatever. I thought we made that was a different interview. Needs a BBS. It looks like Radley's going to go serious in this game, maybe. Oh, and we have a 9 pool here from trutaCz. Interesting choice. No more handicaps. Does have it go for the gas as well, so he's going to go for some speedlings, presumably. And where's this 14cc? 14cc! No, no, that's not 14cc. Oh, Radley's gonna buy him a cookie. Nice. Do they have cookies in Europe? I thought they had biscuits in Europe. He'll butt you a cookie. I'll butt you a cookie. And he's going for this pretty hard. Oh, he was just doing a stretch trick, my bad. But he is getting his 6 Lings though. And Radley wants famous B. So he's gonna realize it's not in the top left position. So these 6 Lings, he's not going for another Ling, so he is just going to go for 6 Lings and then a 12 hatch. Not a 12 hatch. Not a 12 hatch? Sort of. It's a little bit 11 hatch, but whatever. And Radley is staying on this one base, not going for the expansion just yet, because of course he has to deal with these 6 Lings coming across. Oh, and the Mana Refinery from Radley. Very nice to see, and he has got a bunker coming in his base, which is going to be slightly delayed. Should should have 2 Marines, but he's not going to defend his ramp. He's just going to stick with defending the... Oh, and his SUV scouts it is. Is he going to get the bunker down complete? Oh, the Ling's coming in. And he's trying to focus down this... Hey, he didn't go for the Marines at all. So those 6 Lings were essentially useless. And he has to deal with this refinery as well. Refineries are pretty strong, but he does have his 3rd hatch out. MCA's chat thing is broken all the time. Why does it keep breaking? Okay, so, and this SUV is going to be scouting, so Radley is in a nice position. He's already placing down his expansion, and there's 3 hatches here, but that refinery delayed that extractor somewhat. Okay, so just catching up the chat because MCA's chat thing messed up. Okay, my bad, I'm back in action. Okay, so as I was saying, Radley does have his base here. There's fuelings out in the field here from trutaCz, but he's not going to be doing much with them. And his lair is quite delayed because of that Mana refinery, so Radley's doing very nicely so far. Because Radley's looking like he's on time for pretty much everything. Well, his command center will probably be slightly delayed because of the Lings, but not by much. So Radley coming in to win this thing 3-0, am I right or am I right? And we do have still a fairly heavy Ling presence here from trutaCz, so he is still going for a lot of Lings. Maybe he's going to be able to try and push in there, but there's quite a few Marines here on this ramp, so I think he should be fine with dealing with any Ling pressure. And his lair is on the way, but there's +1 on the way from Radley, and his academy is just about complete. No, MCA is not obsing this, but MCA has made a Twitch TV app for chatting, but it disconnects every now and then, so I didn't realize that you guys... I thought you were quiet and you didn't say anything. Oh. And then I actually checked the browser and it was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, so there's a lot of Lings coming across the map here. They got speed. They got speed and coming in. Oh, are they going to come in? Are they going to come in? Come on, come on. He's waiting for a little bit more Lings. And his lair is complete, so he's going to be placing down his spire. And the Lings are coming in, the SUVs are getting pulled back though. 1 or 2 of them are going to go down, and there's still a lot of Lings waiting outside here. But he's pulled them back onto the rampage mode. Scans with his scan here. I think he scanned here. So he scanned with the Lings and then pulled it off. Very nice play from Radley here, definitely Olympic A+ level right there. And the Lings are coming out from the side though. He's pulled back to the ramp. He's going to get surrounded here. He does have a couple of medics though, so he's going to be microing to defend this. Nice little bit of micro. He has got some SUVs and 2 more Marines coming out, but oh, and he looks like he might be able to deal with this. The Lings are all dying, and he has managed to pull this off. Spire is on its way, but he's putting down his command center immediately. Very nice from Radley there, and he does have 2 racks with his +1 on the way, and stim is complete. Beautiful play from Radley here, and that Spire is quite delayed if I understand correctly. More Lings coming in here to try and do a bit of harassment, but these Marines should be fine with dealing with that. Oh, and the Lings doing a run by into the main, and he sees the 5 racks. At the very least he's going to go and snipe that SUV and try and do a bit more harassment here. Hello, John Finn. Oh no, Marino! And the Mulisk are on their way. Oh, and the Academy just about going. Oh, the Academy goes down before range is complete. And that is quite unfortunate. He does place down the Academy immediately, but still in a strong position. Oh, and the SUV might get sniped from the second Academy as well. Going to delay that even more. He needs to. It's too drunk. Whatever, Radley. Don't lie. Don't lie. No, poor medic. I don't believe you're drunk. You're playing too good to be drunk. Mules are coming across the map, and there are some missile turrets on the field, so maybe I'll deal with this with the place him in his main, or else he's going to be in trouble. No missile turrets in his main, but he does have submarines there. He does have a bunker, which is true, the bunker is there, so he does get his marine in there. Yeah, you can't be drunk, man. Drunk players don't get marines into bunkers that fast. And we do have a drone coming across here to place the third base for what's his face, and he does have +1 on the way. And Mulas coming in here, denying the academy again with 559 out of 600. So very close to being complete. And GG from Radley. Because the link's running in. I see. So Radley not able to take that. So that's game 3, and it is a best of 5 though. So trutaCz is 2-1 up. Very nice play here from both players, but trutaCz was able to take that crucial victory in the end. Radley showed some glimmers of brilliance though in that game, and he did deal with the Ling harass quite well, but he didn't unfortunately manage to take on that muter harassment. And we're going to go ahead into game 4. Game 4 is on cross game. And oops, cross game. So we're going to go ahead and get straight into this, and after the matches we should have an interview with Radley if possible. And we have the green Zerg, who is trutaCz. trutaCz from Team LRM, and he's in the 2 o'clock position. And then we have the light blue Turan, who is the lubberly Radley, and he is in the 7 o'clock position, maybe 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Okay, so we have trutaCz 2-1 up in the series, but it is pretty close though. 2-1 is not far off. trutaCz, if he does win this game, he will be able to take the series 3-1. It is a best of 5, and it is in the semi-finals of the Brew Mapping Network tournament. Now, of course, my name is Birdie, and we have the beautiful map called Cross Game. It is Cross Game, right? Yes, it is. It would be a fail if it wasn't Cross Game, and I said it was. Okay, so we don't have any BBS. Needs a BBS. So stiff from playing live football with lack of fitness because I'm really unfit. I burned my thumb yesterday at work because we have these soup pots, and I scooped some soup out of the soup pot, and my thumb got in the soup, and my thumb got boiled basically. So that was really painful. It's not too bad now, but I still can't hold my mouse quite properly. And yeah, that's painful, man. I mean, I've had burns from fire before and hot metal and all that sort of thing, but for some reason having a soup burn is like the single most painful thing I've experienced in my life. And I basically walked around with a cup of cold water and had my thumb in a cup of cold water, which I'm sure looked a bit amusing as I was walking along to my home from work with my hand in a cup of water. I'm sure it amused someone. And let's see, these are 10 hit points, it'll be fine. Yeah, so if you ever see someone walking along with their hand in a cup of water, you know what happened. They put their thumb in some hot soup, or maybe they got a steam burn. Apparently steam burns hurt pretty badly as well. And I'm just gonna Okay, sorry about that. And yeah, so the moral of the story is do not put your hand in hot soup, do not boil your hand alive. It is pretty painful. Now we do have some standard stuff. I'm doing some pro multitask right here, looking for some closing music. I know exactly what closing music to use, but I just have to quickly find it. Okay, anyway, we have some links coming across there, but those marines are going to be fine. Trying to deal with that SCP though. And Valera's on its way. 2 Raxes, of course. I think this will be an acceptable closing song. Yeah. Okay, anyway, found a closing song, everybody. I think it was quite good, but I'm forgetful. And the Ling's just doing a little bit of scouting there, trying to do maybe a bit of harassment, but that ain't gonna happen. Radley is on top of this marine movement. He's gonna deal with that just fine. Even taking down one Ling, he's gonna be able to take down a second, I would say. Oh, and the Ling's trying to do a little bit of a run by, but no, Radley is so pro, taking down all 4 Lings without losing a single SCV or marine. And the lair is just completed, and here comes the Spire, presumably. Yes. So Radley now is on 4 barracks, and his fifth. Oh, trutaCz had a phone call. Now, who was phoning trutaCz at this time? Probably it was Radley phoning him up saying, "Hi, I'm distracting you. You are not going to play good now." And then trutaCz would not play good because Radley rang him up and told him, "Nah, you ain't gonna be playing good." But I'd say Radley's on top of his timings this game. He should be fine with getting his missile turrets out, and it's gonna be a nice ZVT. Yes, there's some missile turrets already on the field, and the Spire isn't even complete. So he's definitely going to be ahead of this missile turrets, which is always not a problem. Does have quite a few Lings on the field, but I'm guessing they're just going to be using them for scouting around. He does have his 4 racks, so. And the Lings are coming into the base, but they don't want to be engaging against this Marine Force. He's trying to take down that missile turret because the Spire is complete, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Mulus. Okay. 9's on the way. And we do have the 3rd base on its way. On its way. Decent amount of missile turrets out on the field here, so let's say Radley's going to be able to deal with the Mulisks just fine. And they have popped out, and we have Evolution Chamber and a Heightless Den from trutaCz, who is as standard gets. Except that with his Ling play early on, that wasn't so standard, so yeah, both players know how to mix it up and show us some interesting games. Still the factory on its way, and the Marines are coming back here to the main, which is exactly what they need to be doing because these Mulus are in the main. And the Marines out there, they're going to be able to deal with that just fine. Now that 3rd base is complete, and the lurker upgrade is on the way. Radley is showing off his Marine Micro versus this Muta Micro, which is a dance of probably the best dance that I can think of. Better than the Rumba, better than the Viennese Waltz, better than International Waltz. We have the Mulisk and Marine Micro. Now that is the best dance I know of. It takes years and years to perfect, unless you're like, I don't know, someone who's good at perfecting it quickly. Mulisk looking around. I really need to get in the habit of using my arrow keys more. So we do have a Queen's Nest on the way, and the Lurker upgrade is just about complete with +1 armor, of course. Now there's Mulisk trying to do some micro, but Radley is just dealing with that quite fine. And the Mulisk are taking some hits. Now +1 I believe is complete for Radley. And the Lurker eggs are on their way, as well as Queen's Nest is complete, so Hive should be on its way. There it is, and Micro, the dance continues, but another Mulisk does go down. And oh, a lot of Mulisk going down there as well, so trutaCz needs to be very careful with Marines, with his Mulisk here, as he's not going to have as easy a time as he would like dealing with this. There are a bunch of Lurkers on the field. Hive is on the way. The Lurkers are going to be coming down. The Marines are just about ready to push out a little bit there. Oh, that poor Marine getting stuck out there by himself. Now there's only one ramp into this third base here. Very strongly, easily able to be defended in a ZVT. Which is quite important to realize. This little Lurker force, maybe it's hold position, so if these guys just come straight up, they could get absolutely annihilated by this, especially as it's hard to see them. Hard to see them, yes. Hive is complete, and there's the Defiler Mound. He's scanning for hidden bases, but there's no other bases, just this one here. And there's Mulisk. Not able to do so much now. I think there's only 1, 2, 3 Mulisk there, so that's suddenly extremely less effective. And we have a bunch of vultures on the way, as well as the upgrades for the vultures. It's going to be pushing out there. Oh, the Lurkers are coming in there. And they look like they're going to be trying to get on the high ground here. And there's only one bunker there. It's got a few Marines in it, but these Lurkers are going to be able to continue straight on in. But the vultures are out there. And let's check that vulture slide. And the mine upgrade is complete, so he's going to be able to put mines down if he wants. But he's got them on the ramp. With a reverse ramp like this, Radley has to come back with all his Marines to deal with this. So it looks like we should be able to do it finally. There is losing a bunch of SUVs there. And there's only 2 more Lurkers to deal with. Focusing down, he has sieged them up though, so he's going to be able to continue to push. Now there's a bunch of Lings and Lurkers out here on the field though, and the Defiler Mountain is complete with Consume on the way. Still, I'd say Radley is in a still pretty good position. Did lose a bunch of SCVs to that harassment, which too much luck. And that just shows the amount of stuff that a Zerg army, Zerg base can put forward when he's he puts his mind to it. When he's got a decent amount of macro, boom! Suddenly you got Lurkers and Lings in your face with the Defiler out as well, and Consume still coming. Seriously. Zerg is awesome the way you can just switch like that. It's just like drone, 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 a million Lings in your face. Now is Radley going for a tech switch here, or is he just not producing stuff, or what? I didn't understand. Oh, and the 3 Guardians are complete. And it's 4 Guardians, my bad. And he's looking for the Scientist field. Oh, and he's coming in, and Radley's Marine force is just so out of position to be able to deal with this, so he's going to go ahead and commit, but there's still a lot of stuff to deal with this though. He's going to have a bunch of destruction birds, Guardians taking down the Firebats, and it's going to be... Oh, he does get the Irradiate down though, and his entire front of his base has been denied, but at least his mining is still fine. He still does have these Guardians here, which are just about dead from the Irradiate, and the Lurkers are coming in though, the Lurkers are coming in burrowing. Radley is not able to push up into his main, so it looks like he's going to be losing a whole lot of SCVs here. The SCVs are getting pulled though, but they're all just getting destroyed by those lurkers. Lots of kills, nice to say. And Radley's looking for anywhere else he can do some damage, but these lurkers are even coming into his main. And with that one lurker, he's going to be able to defend that entire base forever against this force here. Still a lot of lurkers here, and yeah, it's going to be so annoying to deal with this. Guardian is going down, there's one more Guardian still there, and it is going to be able to take down that tank. These main spaces are down, which they are doing, and yes, oh, the tank does go down there. So there's no more tanks left here in the space to deal with these lurkers here. And Radley's still not able to do anything in terms of killing off this natural here. So Radley's down to his one base, and he's losing all of his supply depots and academy. Come on, Radley, you can do it! No, Radley! Oh, and Radley is looks like he's going to try and push forward here, but there's Swarm going down and the lurkers are taking down. Oh, the tank does go down, a bunch of links coming in. And Marines are going to all go down to these links. Hydralists are even staying alive for such a long time against the Marines, which is quite unusual. And those Marines still alive, but those lurkers are still alive as well. That is ridiculously annoying to have to deal with. Having said that, I play Zerg, so I like it. I like it a lot. And there's even more lurkers coming across the map here. That is just sad for Radley. And there's some Polish talking going on, and I don't understand. That's still playing hard, but I'd say Radley's not doing so much in terms of the whole playing business. And GG from Radley. So that concludes this match as Radley was taken out 3-1 by trutaCz in a ZVT series. Very nice play from Radley in his first game particularly, and even in the second game I thought, well, not the second game, the third game as well, he did very strongly. So I'll see if I can get Radley in here to have a little chat with us. So Radley, where are you, my friend? Hello, Radley.
Hello.
Now, Radley, you just played, well, we just saw your games against trutaCz, your friend, and they were quite a good and entertaining series, especially game one, which of course you did manage to win very convincingly.
I think game. But he gave me handicap in this one, so.
Gave you handicap? How did he give you handicap?
You cannot count this one.
How did he give you handicap?
With one hand, I think, that game.
One hand? Oh, I don't believe so. He was playing hard, man.
I think so. I think so. After his play in this first game, I think so. He played with one hand.
Oh, I'm suspicious. I don't think that's true.
I
but
put my biggest effort in it, and yeah, so sad for me.
Nah, you pulled off game one though, and in game one you had very nice your eraser with your irradiate on your science vessels, and that of course you showed us in another game when you had the Wraith irradiated as well, taking down the SCVs. So is that something that you use in all of your games, or in TVT, TVZ? Is that a standard thing you do?
I tried it also versus Protoss, but it doesn't work because Probe is a mechanical unit and irradiate doesn't hit damage to them. So.
Ah, I see.
But I tried it and no, it doesn't work. So I just had to use my irradiate for High Templars and Zealots, and it's quite nice versus Mass Zealots, I think so. It's
Yeah,
still
definitely.
useful.
Yeah. So after playing, you got all the way into the round of 4, and I'm not sure, but I believe there'll be a third place match where you'll be playing against Siki, which of course you're going to absolutely destroy him, of course, because you are very skilled. Are you looking forward to that, assuming there is going to be a third place match?
Oh, is there any third place match? I have no information about this.
I'm not 100% sure, but I would think so.
I'm not sure about this too, because as you know, the prize pool is only for 2 first places, so
Yeah,
I
you could still
think
play to see who.
that won't be played.
Okay.
But of course, I would like to. I would like to because I haven't chance to play with Shiki yet. So yeah, it would be a really nice experience.
I played against him once. That was fun. I lost, of course. Anyway, so after going all the way through the group stages and then through the round of 16, round of 8, and into the round of 4, how do you feel about your performance in this tournament so far? Like, did you feel you did a good job, or are you impressed with your play that you had?
Well, the biggest thing is that I had a really big lag in my bracket. In group stage and even then in bracket stage, I had first 2 rounds easier to go through this than if I met some other opponents. But still, I think it's very good score for me in this one, especially that I'm really big knob, but I'm trying to improve myself. And what I can also say that I hadn't got enough time for prepare on bracket stage because I have exams to pass at this month. So when I finish this, I'm going back to take some training games and be better just in this.
Okay, and we'll look forward to see your performance in more tournaments. With that in mind, the Team Liquid Legacy Star League, we've got 2 more qualifiers which are this weekend. Are you planning on playing in those, and can we see you in the finals of the qualifiers?
Yes, I'm going to play this one, but I have only 11 points, so it will be really hard for me to qualify now.
No problem.
That I have no time to prepare for this also because I finished my exams session on Friday. So the next day is first qualification. I mean it's 5th of course, but
okay.
First
well, definitely good luck to you in that though, and maybe I'll even be able to meet you in the open bracket because I'll be playing in that. Not the first qualifier, but the last one, which is the qualifier 6. So maybe I'll see you then. So have you got anything?
I'm scared of this one. I'm scared of meet you. I hope we won't meet each other.
Okay, we'll see. I'm sure you'll be easily able to beat me though. So what are you looking forward to in the rest of this year in terms of tournaments, or are you planning on continuing to play Brood War?
Yes, definitely I'm going to continue my play. I think at least for 2 months.
Okay,
maybe
and
more.
Do you have any
Depends
goals?
on situation.
Do you have any goals you've set for yourself?
Like for about 5 years, I had a goal to reach B- on ICK, but I stopped to wonder about this because now I know that it's impossible for me to get to this rank, especially now when you cannot find enough players to play with. But what is my score for now? I think to be better, especially to improve my Terran versus Protoss play because it's really suck. And yeah.
Okay.
TVP. To improve this TVP.
Okay, that's a good goal then.
I'm wondering about when Blizzard is going to nerf Zerg because it's high tech, it's just stupid.
Okay, well, we'll see if Blizzard comes in and patches it, of course, with all the patch Zergs that we've been seeing.
Nerf Zerg, nerf Protoss, nerf Terran. You can take out tanks from Terran, but take out any caster units from Zerg and Protoss, and it will be fine at all for me because I don't have I don't have to use tanks. I don't have to. I just can keep with my Marines control and we'll be fine.
Okay. Well, that'll be interesting to see if Blizzard decides to take your recommendation into action and whether they'll patch the Brood War or not. But
well, I'm sending them emails once a week, so I think.
Okay, definitely. And
it's sometime they will do this. So.
Yeah, I'm sure. Especially with a pro player like you, I'm sure they'll take your advice. Now, what is your favorite alcohol to drink?
My favorite alcohol?
Yep.
Depends on situation, but mostly it's how to say? We say it's vodka, yeah.
Yep.
Or there is some other name in English for that, I don't know. Most probably. But I also drink sometimes beer, especially when I'm streaming. Yeah,
okay.
It's also a cool drink.
Yep. We have vodka as well in English, so that's the same word.
So vodka, most definitely the best drink for me.
Okay, and what is your favorite noodles? Do you like noodles?
Whoa, man, I have to Google it. What is noodles, man? I don't understand.
Okay. Okay, so thank you for the interview, and we'll see.
We ending this, okay?
No, okay. You want to continue? We want to continue. Okay. Okay. So, what is your least favorite Zerg unit?
Least favorite Zerg unit?
Yes.
Whoa, it's a good question. I think I would say Defiler, but I will go more further. And I think it's Overlord, because if Zerg doesn't have Overlords, then it won't have any units, so it will be fine for me. Yeah.
Okay.
So Overlords, most definitely. Yeah.
I see.
And hatcheries, because hatcheries also one population limit gives. So. Yeah.
I see, but they would still have 4 drones though. They still have the 4 drones they start with, so they would have a few units to fight you.
Yeah, but he won't be able to do any units. So cool. 4 drones is now. SCV is better than drone, so yeah, not a big case.
Okay, and what is? Do you listen to any K-pop?
Do I listen to K-pop? That's a good question. I have listened some songs from Rihanna.
Yep.
Just to name it well, Rihanna, and of course Oppa Gangnam Style. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If you win a tournament in the next year, will you dance Gangnam Style for us on camera?
Haha, it will be hard because I have no good quality camera here, but maybe if I will win, then maybe I will think about this.
Okay, definitely. I look forward to that then. And have you got any shoutouts to?
I have trained moves, so it's not a big case for me to do it. But
okay. Yeah, definitely.
Because I have to win something. Win something.
Yeah, no problem, man. You're very good. We'll see you win something, I'm sure. So, before we end, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. You have a lot of new fans, I'm sure, after having played in this tournament, and we've had a lot of people watching you, and I'm sure you have lots of fans now. So, what do you want to say to your fans?
Well, thank you very much for your belief in my strength, and what I would also to say that I'm going to restart my stream. I will cast my first-person view games since next week, I think. So join in, and to admins from Team Liquid, give me future stream. I will really appreciate this one. Because I really wonder when you're going to future me, man. Let's future the Imba Terran from Poland, guys.
Yeah, definitely need some more featured Brood War streamers. And yeah, I would definitely support you being featured. So before we end this, have you got anything else you would like to say to anyone? Any call-outs or anything?
Yeah, of course. Big thanks to trutaCz. Yeah, shout-outs to him.
Yep.
He played really well, and I wish him good luck in finals with Technics. I think he's going to take this one and win this tournament, because trutaCz is really strong player, and I really cheer for him. Cheer up for him. And what's next? Oh yeah, shoutouts to NetForcePL forum.
Okay, yeah.
Guys, yeah.
Okay.
And thanks for my fans. etc.
Okay.
Thank you, Birdie, also.
Yeah, no
For this
problem.
interview.
That's fine. Okay, and thank you for having this interview and casting with me sometimes. And perhaps we'll see you casting with me in the finals if we can get that set up properly. Okay, so I think that concludes this interview. Thank you very much, Radley.
Yeah, thank you also. Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, goodbye and good night. Okay, everyone, so before we conclude, I'm just going to play you some lovely music and you can have a look at the credits. Thank you, everyone who was part of this tournament. Of course, the finals are next week and we'll probably be casting at around about the same time on the same channel. So I do look forward to seeing you all there. And anyway, thank you Legendary, LML, ND, Muka, Tracerling, Freakling, Zergs, MCA64, Radley, Hacklebeast, and myself, and the Brewell Mapping Network for bringing us these awesome maps. And here's our credits music, and it's some more Power of Stellar. This time it's Chambermaid Swing. Enjoy.
The greater champion of justice. Return with us now those thrilling days of yesteryear. On the map of the hungry who beat to the great horse silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.